Okay, so this is Chad Cook on location, ABRtv from the Thanksgiving Classic. We're excited about this last game between Laney and Butler coming up momentarily. And guest here, Will Avery, with me as always. Now, Will, you were just telling me that you think on Butler's behalf, when we talk about keys to winning, what to look for, you're looking for Marquise Leverett, the point guard, to see how he handles Laney's pressure.
Definitely. He has to definitely take over the ball handling responsibilities today and be a key player for Butler, as Laney is very deep, and I look for them to really come after Dante Coleman and try to wear him down. So Marquise Leverett has to really be a big player in today's game. Yeah,
and he's really played under control in every game, every scrimmage and game that we've seen him thus far. He's, he's run the team, he's gotten the ball in the right places, but he has not faced Laney's pressure yet. So we'll see how the senior, I think that's key as well. He's played a lot of basketball, has a lot of experience. We'll see how he deals with it. And one of the things I think that you'll look for him to do when we talk about getting it to the right places is to the other senior, the big man, 6'6", Ronald Jones, down low.
Definitely. Ronald Jones has to be dominant today to give his team a chance to win. That's the one mixed match we know for a fact that Butler has on the floor, and he has some good stuff down low. I've seen him make him play a little bit with his back to the basket yesterday, and he looked very comfortable doing it. So I really think he needs to really be a leader like he's been the last few times we've seen him, and just go out here, rise to the occasion, and bring his A game. You know, one of the other things, as we talked about Leverett earlier, is that as I saw him tweeting to you last night that he had 9 rebounds.
Right. That
tells me that this kid is willing to do whatever it takes for his team to win. I think that was good from him.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and the other thing, so if we move away from Ronald Jones, we'll go to Dante Coleman now. That's a sophomore guard. We've been talking about seniors. Now we're going to talk about a sophomore, Dante Coleman, number 25 from Butler. He he's been living at the rim, attacking the paint throughout the preseason and now throughout his first regular season game. But this Laney squad just a week or two ago saw somebody, Marcus Stroman, who attacked the paint relentlessly, who got to the rim relentlessly. I have to believe they learned from that. Do you think that tonight, Dante's been on fire. Do you think tonight's the night that he has a little more trouble, or do you think he just plows right through Laney the same way he's been doing everybody else and the same way Marcus Stroman did Laney a couple weeks ago?
Well, one thing we know about Dante Coleman, as he rises to the occasion, as we saw with him going against P.J. Dozier, one of the top-ranked guards in the 2015 class, and Dante clearly was the best player on the floor tonight. But I think Laney's a little bit different because they're really going to get into you, really bring a lot of pressure. And they know Dante, and they can send a lot of guys at him. So I'm very interested to see how he handles that with him playing a game last night and carrying a boatload of the responsibilities, at least offensively, for his team.
Yeah. So now we're going to move over to Laney. So our video crew in the back, if we can cue up the Laney highlights, and we're going to start. We talked a moment ago about Ronald Jones having a mismatch down low, but these two post players, they're sophomores, they're young, but Javon Walker and Jalen Taylor are about 6'5", 6'6" each, and they're long, they're active, high motor guys, energy guys. Do you think it's out of the question that they can get the job done against Jones inside today?
Not at all, Chad. One thing we know is Laney is well coached, so I know they have some kind of strategy to take that away. They're not just going to let Ronald Jones go at these young kids one-on-one and leave them on the island all night. So I'd be very excited. I'm very excited to see what they have in store to take away that. But Jalen has great length, and one thing, Laney is relentless, and Laney travels well. They're going to have the crowd behind him, and these young kids are going to be excited about playing today.
Yeah, and I tweeted or blogged or something last night about the number of ways that Laney can beat you. So when we prepared for this, I was thinking of all those ways. So last night, after a little bit of a slow start against Richmond, we're gonna get our video crew to cue up the Curtis Hightower and Quentin Hall highlights, because they came in. Curtis Hightower scored 9 points very quickly and consecutively against Richmond last night, and he you know, he and Quentin Hall and a lot of other guys, Tommy Smith and others, can hurt you in a hurry. But the one that can really do the damage and very quickly and really put the points on the board is Jayshon Brooks, in my opinion. And so if you guys can cue up Jayshon Brooks, number 22 from Laney, he's so efficient. Last night in the first half, he was 5 out of 9 from the field with 13 points. And, you know, talk a little bit about the diversity of his game and how you see him playing lately.
He can do a lot of things, and one thing I like about him is he does it all within the offense. You know, he's really learning how to read the defense. You know, we know when he has that three-point ball going, he can be very tough to stop. But one of the plays you mentioned to me last night is when he drove and avoided the charge and made the shot. That shows his game has matured a lot. You know, he's a very explosive guy. He scores in bunches as well. He can get, you know, it was a 4-point game, and he scored 6 straight, and now it's a 10-point game. It's pretty much out of reach for Richmond last night. So he can really hurt you on the offensive end.
Yeah, and I think, you know, with all those athletes, all those bodies, that length inside, with Jayshon to be able to stretch that defense out, I think is a huge asset for the Wildcats. So I'm excited. We've got kind of more of a senior-dominated Butler team against a sophomore-dominated Laney team, but even though they're younger, Laney's so much deeper, in my opinion. And, you know, we're going to finish off this Thanksgiving Classic with a really good one. Don't you agree?
Yes, and I'm going to get my popcorn. This should be a good one.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see you. We might see you at halftime. We might see you after the game. But definitely we will see you soon. ABRtv on location from the Thanksgiving Classic.